and your type 2 second degree AV block, remember your PR interval is normal, and then you get your dropped QRS complex. And then your third degree AV block is a complete blockage, so everything is very random. QRS complex here, there, everywhere, but very random. There's no underlying rhythm to it, right? Have you guys done a lab that you've done electrocardiograms?
Yes.
So you're familiar with what they look like? Yes.
For the secondary type 1, it's PR prolonged and QRS dropped.
The PR interval is getting progressively longer. So here's your P wave, here's your QRS complex. So it's getting steadily wider and wider, and then the QRS is dropped. Whereas with the type 2 second degree, the PR interval is lower, and then the QRS is dropped. Yes, ma'am? Have the same question there? What's going on? PR interval is getting progressively longer, and then your QRS is dropped. And type 2, your PR interval is normal, and then your QRS is dropped. Yeah. It's, I guess clinically it's not significant because it's basically going to be a second degree AV block, but we always test you on type 1 versus type 2. So it's important for you to know what makes second degree AV block type 1 or type 2. All right. So a couple take homes with the electrocardiogram in Cali. And as far as your normal appearance of your electrocardiogram in luminance in general, there are a couple things to be aware of. So the one I've circled here is the one that we typically use. So we typically go to number 2. So this is on the base apex lead, and you turn it down to 2, Roman numerals 2. So this is what we look at. And you'll notice the QRS complex tends to be predominantly negative. Now, some animals don't read the books, and yes, sometimes you see positive QRS complex, but most of the time the QRS complex is going to be predominantly negative. All right. So you have P, QRS, T, and then P, QRS, T. So let's see. So the P wave is positive, QRS complex predominantly negative, and the T wave appearance is variable. So that's the other thing that you'll notice. Sometimes the T wave is going to be positive, sometimes negative, and sometimes you also get a biphasic T wave, and that's all you got to know. So the take home is that the QRS is going to be predominantly negative in the majority of cases. In years past, I've asked people to draw this, but I've gotten kind of discouraged at the drawings. So not that your class would do it badly, but I probably won't ask you to draw it. In real life, this is what it looks like. So I know, I'm too excited. It is actually pretty exciting because the thing about animals is that they move, right? So I'm pretty happy when I can get 2 or 3 of these things to be more or less regular before the animal moves, and then it's all over the paper. So this is what it looks like in real life. So there's a P wave somewhere there, and then QRS and T, and then P, QRS, T. So this animal was actually normal, even though you notice that the QRS intervals are not perfectly regular. So, yeah, but there's no AV block or anything going on there. All right. The other thing we drill into is base apex lead versus Y lead. I try not to memorize stuff too much, so I'm not going to ask you to remember that the positive electrode on the lead tooth is the left leg, sense to me to try to memorize this. We also use a Y lead, where the positive electrode is over the xiphoid and the negative electrode is over the front of the chest. So since we typically look at lead 2, so the positive electrode in that case would be the LL. So you look at it and you would have LL on it, and you place it over the xiphoid. And then the negative electrode in lead 2 would be the RA, and you place that over the front of the chest. So either one works pretty well. To be honest with you, the base apex lead, where you attach it to all 4 legs, gives you some nicer looking pictures, nice looking drawings. This is a car on a Y lead, and yeah, I was able to get one pretty good PQRST. It started to move, start moving. So, not too regular. That's a P, that's a QRS, and that's a T. So, so you choose which lead you want to apply. Both of them will work and give you good results.
Dr. McKenzie, you're saying negative electrodes over the front of the chest, and not just at the thoracic inlet? Is what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't like front of the chest? Thoracic inlet. Yes. I did tell you need to use scientific language. Thoracic inlet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I might need to test this if you guys would ask me more questions.
Never mind, I think that.
I'm kidding. The take-home message is that we typically use lead 2 in large animals. That's the take-home message. All right? And I showed you the normal appearance in the women's. Any other questions about ECG? I'm not going into it in depth because you've had it in small animal and you'll have it again in equine. So I'm not going into it in too much depth. We don't use it that much when we're evaluating ruminants with cardiac disease, just because it's usually pretty apparent that they have cardiac disease because you're hearing this muscle heart, you're hearing this very irregular heartbeat, and so on. So we don't usually go to the trouble of doing an electrocardiogram in ruminants. We will do echocardiograms, if we have the animal well restrained. And the only take home here is that the limiting factor is the depth of penetration of your ultrasound wave. It'll only penetrate about 10 centimeters, maybe a little more. So if the lesion that you're concerned about is deeper than that, then you're not going to get good results. And you can appreciate that you're dealing with large animals. So a lot of the times, it's not going to be, I guess, cost effective to do an ultrasound of a ruminant that has heart disease. Pericardiocentesis, so you're auscultating this cow. It has this muffled heart sound. You suspect that it has pericarditis, and you want to do a pericardiocentesis. So this is what you do as far as your landmarks. You look for your left fifth intercostal space, and you guys remember you have 13 pairs of ribs. You just count from 13th rib forward, and get your fifth intercostal space, and use your olecranon as another landmark. So you go dorsal to your olecranon. Usually we use one of those long spinal needles, and we go in. Ideally, you go in guided by ultrasound, and then you would sample your pericardial fluid. The normal appearance is going to be clear or light yellow. It shouldn't have a smell, so odorless. It should not coagulate when you collect it in your red top, purple top. And protein is normally going to be relatively low, as well as the white blood cell count is going to be low. So that's a normal fluid. And you'll appreciate immediately if the animal has pericarditis. As soon as you collect the fluid, the first thing that will happen is that you'll smell it, and it will smell very foul, and then you'll hold it up to the light, and it will be very cloudy. And when you submit it, it'll probably coagulate on the way to the lab. And then when you submit it for cytology, then the protein and the white blood cell count are going to be very elevated. So that's if the animal has pericarditis. All right, so this is the part that students have trouble with. So I'm not asking you to memorize this, except I sort of am. What I want you to do though, rather than try to memorize, okay, the animal has peripheral edema or ascites, so these are the common causes, and try to memorize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different common causes. What I want you to do is to think about it and think what would cause an animal to have an accumulation of fluid in its peripheral tissues. All right. So if you have to memorize, because I know you're students, you want to memorize stuff, so just memorize 1 or 2, and then I'll ask you for 1 or 2 common causes of peripheral edema in a ruminant. And what I did in the notes was just briefly outline the pathophysiology that leads to each of these abnormalities. So clinically, what you'll see is peripheral edema. So typically in the areas that fluid would accumulate in, just by gravity, so the submandibular region and the brisket and ventral abdomen, occasionally the limbs, but not too often. More often it's going to be submandibular or in the brisket region or in the ventral abdomen. And then these are some common causes that would cause the animal to have peripheral edema. And your diagnostic workup, along with your history and physical exam, on ClinPath, you might notice that the animal is hypoproteinemic, for example. Echocardiogram, or ECG or EKG, electrocardiogram. I just said that we don't, routinely perform ECG movements, but plus or minus, so you may or may not perform it. All right. So that's what I'm trying to get across when you go through these abnormalities, just for you to think about it and think of what conditions would cause these abnormalities to appear. That's how you become a clinician. I don't try to memorize, 100 diseases, and then when the animal walks in the door, I say, oh, it has that one. That's not, ideally, that's not how you do it. What you do is identify the abnormality, do your diagnostic test, and then you can say, okay, which one of these could be causing it based on the diagnostic test that I got back. All right? And we're going to talk about atrial fibrillation, for example, tomorrow. So you'll see some more of that. All right. So you're auscultating this animal and has a dysrhythmia. So instead of that nice regular it's irregular. So you're having abnormal impulse generation or conduction. And it's important to recognize that large animals have what's called a benign dysrhythmia. So, and they have what's called a high vagal tone. So I conceptualize it as, it's a big heart, it's taking some time for these electrical impulses to go through this big heart, and occasionally they're going to stumble and go through different blocks in their journey. So that's going to be benign, right? Benign dysrhythmia. So remember we spoke about first degree where the PR interval is just slightly prolonged, so that's going to be benign. Even second degree AV block can be benign. So you're auscultating this animal and you're hearing, boom, 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 and then there's a pause, and then it starts over again, boom, boom, boom. So that's a second degree AV block. Most of the time that's going to be benign. Benign meaning that's not causing any problems. Certainly by the time you get to a totally irregular heart, a third degree AV block, that's going to be pathologic, so that's not going to be benign. Okay. Another thing that's important to note is that just a lack of feed, just a lack of intake of those minerals can cause an arrhythmia to develop. But certainly by the time you get to an atrial fib or ventricular tachycardia that we'll talk about tomorrow, or a third degree AV block, then those are pathological. And GI disease, so again, something that's affecting the ability to metabolize these minerals can cause cardiac dysrhythmia, or myocarditis, or lymphosarcoma can cause a cardiac dysrhythmia. The second-year students brought me this case yesterday that they're working as one of their classes, and the couple turned out to have lymphosarcoma, and one of the presenting complaints was an irregular heartbeat. So lymphosarcoma could also cause a difficulty in conduction of the electrical impulses through the heart. So it could cause a cardiac dysrhythmia as well. And when I asked you for list some diagnostic tests that you could perform to help you work up this case, so it's always going to be history, physical exam, clean path. Yes, you're going to want to see what the chemistry profile looks like, and electrocardiogram, plus or minus. Certainly, if you detected a cardiac dysrhythmia, you want to do an electrocardiogram to document it. All right. Cardiac murmurs. So conceptualize cardiac murmurs as being changes in the normal flow of the blood. So you guys remember physics? You guys enjoyed physics class? I love physics. Yeah. You don't remember physics with that laminar flow and streamline flow? So there's something to interrupt that. So interruption to your laminar flow could be either something abnormal with the blood or something abnormal in the container that the blood is in, right? So it could either be that you have an anemia, so the blood doesn't have its normal thickness, density, on the blood. So anemia could cause a more turbulent flow, or it could be some disease, some abnormality in the cardiovascular system within which the blood is flowing. So valvular disease, for example, could cause cardiac murmurs. So if you conceptualize it like that, if you're asked what are some common causes of cardiac murmurs, it could either be a change in the blood, so the animal could be anemic, or it could be a change in the cardiovascular system, so it could be a change, some disease in the valves, for example. Muffled heart sounds, we spoke about that earlier. So something is interfering with the conduction of the sound from the heart as it beats. So it could either be fluid or air in the thoracic cavity or in the pericardium itself, or the animal could just be obese. So obesity, pericarditis, emphysema could be causes of muffled heart sounds. And exercise intolerance, weakness, or syncope. So, typically ruminants are not athletes, so exercise intolerance, you probably wouldn't note that, but you would notice that the animal is dragging around and looking pretty weak, right? So typically the complaint would be that this is an animal that's out on the edges of the herd, it's not hanging with the rest of the herd, and then when you bring it in, you might notice it has some weight loss, and then when you auscultate it as part of your physical exam, you may notice some degree of abnormality in the cardiovascular system. So we'll talk about some congenital defects tomorrow. Chronic heart failure or myocarditis could give you a presenting complaint of weakness. Syncope means fainting, and again, most ruminants are not going to faint. So, but certainly weakness would be the presenting complaint. Painful peripheral swelling use. We'll talk about that when we talk about the hemolymphatic system. Things like thrombophlebitis or an abscess could cause those swellings. All right, so we'll go over our diseases tomorrow, and I will have some overheads. So again, you'll either write quickly or you'll take a picture and share it with the class.